Is it?
Yep.
It started? Okay, I see. So starting out with our question for today's session, what would your character's career of choice be if they were not doing what they're doing right now?
I mean, Sable Company Marine.
Pick something else.
Okay. Probably a veterinarian.
Probably a florist or gardener.
Probably like a hunter back at the tribe by now.
For Sophia, she wants to be mayor.
Mayor.
Yes. She's a kid. She doesn't know.
Couple problems with that.
I don't know. Probably just a student, honestly. But for Luca, he probably would have
Been
wanted to
alive?
stay, yeah, or stay a guard.
I don't think you get
Been
to vote
alive.
anymore.
All right. As for the recap, last time we escaped.
Wait, did we hear from Cope?
Yeah, do we?
Oh, sorry.
I don't think we heard from
I
Cope
must-
or Gombo. Oh no, you said from
I
the
heard
tribe,
them from
yeah.
Gombo.
Yeah,
Gombo said a
yeah.
hunter. I guess I skipped over Cope.
Vic would have been a cleric.
I mean, aren't you a cleric technically?
No, he's an inquisitor. Two on the nose.
Inquisitor.
No, he wants to own a restaurant.
Okay.
What that
Did
restaurant
I-
be called?
That's a good question.
The Hammer Hand.
Hammer hands, hammer hams.
Steam pan.
Nice. Yes.
Get hammered on some.
The most tender ham in all of Corvosa.
Smoked butts.
Just restaurant, all caps.
Food. Probably edible.
Food house.
Food-based nutritional product.
We can't legally call it food, but you'll eat it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Big salty balls.
So, before we take care of anything else, sorry, let me get back to the recap.
Yeah.
Just so everyone catch up. It's not that much. We just escaped the Temple of Ergothoa and the Hospice of the Blessed Maiden above. Gombo got, or rather our friend Barrow, got caught by the Grey Maidens, and on his transport off to where they said was the Death Head Vault, he was rescued by a friend who had made previously, who was disguised as his alter ego Blackjack, but you would know him as Giancarlo Orsini. And then after that, Kier's pusher pushed his way into your secret base and started causing problems. Everyone except for Barrow and Vic has fled in order to save Kier, leaving them to fight this battle against this powerful foe alone. Anyone have anything to add?
My someone's still there kicking it.
Yeah.
I did not roll over a 5 the entire time.
So last time did end with his turn, so we are going to start with Barrow, who is going to
Go prone. Try to go to sleep.
I think you're gonna crawl over to your to one of your sleeping bags over there.
Oh, that's me.
Vic. Oh, look, it's still on there. If you're saying something, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Was this a pit that you had put up? This
I
red
believe that-
thing?
Yeah, I believe that was a pit
Hmm.
that somebody cast.
Oh yeah, I had cast a pit there.
So all of Gumbo's stuff that was piled up over there is just falling down a pit.
It's a magical pit. It'll grow back. I mean, it
Yeah,
might be
but
a
probably not
mess,
stack it all itself back up.
but- Oh god, no! It'll be a mess, but it'll be there.
It's probably already going to be a mess. A bloody mess.
All right. Trying to look and see. We were pretty much out of spells, weren't we?
Pretty much. I think I used the last of mine. I believe you're still under the effects of haste, though.
Under the effects of haste.
Oh wait, just the opposite. I haven't used any of mine. This
Yeah,
is
it's a
not the
new-
same day that
No.
we came out of. Okay.
I think
Alright.
Merrick just kind of blew his spells.
Mm. Also, I think Lucas still needs to be on the initiative tracker because his summon's still in the mix.
Yeah, it's still there because it's not like limited to range like
Mhm.
the Eidolon is. So
All right. Vic is going to cast invisibility on himself. He is going to. Oh, this isn't a proper map. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you need to.
See. Ah. All right. 5,
Hold alt.
10, 15, 20, 25. All right. Invisibly, he is going to run over here and kick Barrow Walker as hard as he can, and tell him to try and wake him up.
Doesn't that break your invisibility?
Now, if he doesn't do it as an attack,
That's true. I don't know if that's gonna work. DM ruling.
I have to carry him.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard sell.
God, I just spent all my money on that equipment too.
All right. Well, then he is going to pick up Barrow. How much does Barrow weigh?
I don't know. Let's see. Was this one of those characters where I rolled for it?
Please don't be ridiculously heavy. Please don't be ridiculously heavy. Every now and
160
then I have-
according to this.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
You're a dwarf. You're never over encumbered, anyways.
Good point. I got this. Fireman lug over the shoulder. We're out of here, buddy.
All right. It's his turn again. He is going to do an attack on this summoned monster. Here we go. This will be, it's labeled his, actually I'll just roll, it'll be easier to do this way.
we did establish last time that his DR has to. My character's DR is 10. That will hit though.
All right. Just make sure I got the right thing. Or sorry, it won't be an attack. It'll be a. I was doing an
Combat maneuver?
awesome blow. Yeah, it's a combat maneuver. So instead, it is a 28.
28 against the CMD.
Against CMD.
And CMD is 18, so it definitely works.
All right. So then you will take the 1d4 plus 3 and be thrown back 10 feet.
Yep. And that's the first damage I think it's taken. So
5, 10, 15, 20. And then those two snakes that I described were clinging onto his body are going to pounce out at you, Vic. +2 circumstance, because you're not prepared with it for what they're about to do.
Oh, no.
But there's that mischance because he's invisible, right?
I mean, he is holding me, so it's a space below my floating body, I guess.
Oh, I forgot about that. You don't become invisible.
I mean, that
Yeah.
identifies the location, but
Yeah, that's GM ruling. I'm just throwing out the visuals.
yeah.
I think it's still a 50% mischance though, since he's invisible regardless. If you're targeting him.
Yeah. Even if you pinpoint the square they're in, it's still half mischance.
These will be CMB versus your CMD, which is 20, I believe.
You've
So
been
they're
looking at
both
us.
going to miss. I have been looking at your CMD. And land
Yep, it is 20.
here. And here. But other than that, Barrow is asleepin'. Summon monster.
Okay. Instead of trying to get up, it's just going to use his greater teleport to teleport right in front of him.
All right.
And that'll be its action. And well, the movement would have been to stand up, and then it just teleports right there. So
Wait, did you say the thing has greater teleport?
only for itself.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, your dumbass, someone could have gotten us all out of here.
No, if I could have, I thought of that too. I'm like, this is gonna come up as soon as I say he uses greater teleport.
Mm.
It's literally, it says specifically self plus 50 pounds of objects only.
Got it. Okay. Sorry, I had to ask.
Oh, you're fine.
All right, Vic.
Oh, did he not attack?
He
Greater
attacked
teleport the spell.
Yeah,
Ah, got it.
some monster created teleported. So it's your turn.
Yep. Just checking something real quick. All right. He is going to withdraw. Let's see, he has a full round action. You can move up to double your speed. Square you start out in is considered not threatened. All right, so he will go.
So
We'll go back here first. Oh, I am hasted.
yeah,
That adds
Yeah,
what?
just a couple more.
Up to you, 30 or up
13.
to your movement. Because if you only have 25 feet, it only gives you 25 feet.
Your base speed is 50, so you get 100 feet this round.
Okay, Vic is faster than that. Vic's movement is 30 feet.
Oh,
So you
okay.
would get double your movement.
So
speed
60.
then. Yeah.
So 60, and then as a withdrawal, you get 120.
All right. Sayonara, suckers. So he would go in the corner to get out of their way and then retreat out and up.
Yeah, Barrel Walker just can't catch a break.
With a floating barrel walker above him.
All my equipment that I spent all my money on is down that hole, and now even if we retrieve it, I can't trust it because they have shape-shifting stuff that they can track.
All right. Well, you're not out of the woods yet. What's your movement speed?
Is that
He would have gone
120?
120.
Well, yes. What's your base movement speed?
So his base is 30.
Okay, his
And
base
he-
is
and he's
40
ha-
feet, so he
well,
will
he's
catch
also-
up to you.
But he's also hasted, so his base is 60 technically right now.
Yeah, my base is 60
Okay.
right now. So I think he can, with turning corners and stuff, he can double move at 80 while I'm double moving at 120. And I'm about to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself as well.
All right. Somehow you got the dwarf that can move fucking like a flash.
Mm.
Doesn't make a lick of sense to me, but I guess that's combat.
Michael, you know my pain for when he's playing Thrum, and it's I grapple and then I force him to the ground. All right, he's prone. Everyone eviscerate him, and it's just that's the boss fight.
Yeah, but at least you're eviscerating him. You guys are running away like pussies
I didn't have a choice.
after starting the fight.
I got
At least take
carried
your
out of
beating
there.
like a man.
You know what? I think his base speed would be 35. Isn't dwarfs
You already got
25?
away now.
Yeah.
Well, he has plus 10 from his travel domain.
Well, if
Clear.
if your speed's 35, he catches up, so that's important.
No, it's
Well, with haste,
we're
it's
talking not
65.
counting haste, so
Yeah.
this is all moot. It doesn't really matter.
Pathfinder dwarf.
Why
is
are we even talking about
That's what I was saying.
it?
So travel domain would bring you up to 30. It's Pathfinder dwarf's 20.
That's what it
He
is.
actually
Okay.
moves double faster than him away. He's gotten away.
I mean, in character makes sense. I do think we could have killed him if we'd all fought, but meh.
Yeah, but y'all all ran away.
Why you say y'all?
I mean,
I
I
was
was
there. I
gonna
got put to
I was
sleep.
gonna stay and fight him, but when I realized there was no way to wake you up, I'm like, well, then I think he would just leave instead of dying by himself. That seems dumb.
Merrick was just secret hideout. He just walks in casually and was ready to pick a fight. And Merrick's
Oh, yeah,
like
we'd
this,
have to rebase either way. But
but Merrick was most concerned about making sure that they didn't come get what they came for, which was
He was
Kier.
picking a fight, telling Kier to come to work, that bastard.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, Merrick was like, "Hey, Kier, you want to go? What? This is on you, man. I'm here to help either way."
Look, if your boss breaks into your house to tell you
Yeah.
you need to be at work, there's some
Mhm.
boundaries that have been crossed.
I feel like the standards are different when you're drug dealing, Cope.
You're probably right.
I do feel like the B&E gets castle doctrined either way, but
And
Yep.
also, to be clear, your boss didn't break into your house to tell you to go to the work. He broke into your friend's house.
And it was his secret house.
Hmm.
So,
Broke
Yeah,
into
he
your
broke-
friend's bunker.
And you
Broken
never
both
even
friends.
would have known he knew where it was if you had just gone to work.
sure that would be the point he'd make if we were going to listen to him the next time we saw him.
check your punch cards.
No, that does beg the question. Did we grab the cure? Or is that still in the work?
Got my notes either way.
Okay. And also, should we be concerned that Vic is in physical contact with Barrow?
Maybe.
That is a good
Well, I would
point,
have
Loke.
delayed. I'd have delayed disease on me.
Yeah,
we've been
this-
doing every
Super
morning.
plague. I've got the super strain. So whether or not that applies or not, I'm just pointing
But
that out.
are you a giver of it though, or did it just get you?
I don't know. That's why I'm.
Oh, okay. If you have delayed disease, then you're fine.
Magically asleep. Ability score damage. Still have failed disease. Lost all equipment for a second time in 2 sessions.
Yeah, Vic's carrying you, wondering if he should just toss you off a bridge and put you out.
Just back the bus up already.
Yeah, I don't know what you're waiting for. I have no guidance for you guys.
Yeah, I'm magically asleep for the next day. So.
Yeah, you're asleep for the next.
We need to find a place to hide or lay low, and
If he
possibly
knew-
one they'd think to meet up with us at.
If he knew of our most hidden hideout, he's going to know of all the other places we congregate.
You're asleep for the next 10 hours.
Yeah, so whatever happens, I'm not involved. So you guys need to make all the decisions.
Sounds like my wife.
I can't carry everybody out of town at once. Where's a good place to lay low?
Yeah. Probably wouldn't risk assaulting the remaining guard, and Cressida does seem to still want to work with us.
Seems as good place as any. Everybody else on board?
Still unconscious.
They're one's unconscious. and
Yeah,
they're-
well, technically speaking,
I raised
Vic
Barrow's
and-
hand.
and Barrow are separated from you guys unless you are waiting outside for the super monk dude to catch up with you.
Well, Merrick would have waited long enough to see that the others were coming, and then would have tried to all get away together. Just kind of take off on the streets.
Yeah, you could have been just hovering above without a worry.
Mhm.
So once you see a floating barrow come out, you can yell your idea of a place to go, and we can go there.
So about how
Yes.
far are you hovering
Yeah.
above the entrance to the gatefoot?
Yes, yell it with the monk in hot pursuit who has functional ears.
Right. It wasn't so much hovering. Well, let me think. Leaving. It was actually Kier that was on the hippogriff. That's small. So it would have been another round to enlarge the hippogriff and mount up with. So then I think he would have been taken off just as the others came out, because they were just like a couple rounds behind.
Yeah, it would have been 3
Indeed,
rounds.
but
for me
how
to get
far
there.
away are you?
I would say
Probably just your movement speed.
probably 30 feet in the air. Okay.
Parting gift if you're sticking around.
Yep. We'll go ahead and do a reflex save for everybody.
Nine and bow, nine and bow.
So wait, I'm not on there. So never mind. Wait, I'm not riding with you. I'm just kind of like walking away.
Yeah.
Like, this guy doesn't know me. I'm just some girl.
Wait, yeah, are you? You're not sticking around, are you? Because this might also change things. How fast can you run?
Huh? My character?
Yeah, are we all just hanging around at the entrance for
No,
the
we're-
wait
we're-
for
no.
Vic to
No,
come out?
we're scattering. Once we're out
Yeah.
and see everybody else is out, we're scattering. We're
Sophia's just heading to her dad's house because she doesn't know where else to meet up.
Yeah.
So she's just booking it.
Yeah, but are you waiting up with Merrick?
No.
Okay.
So she'd
She's-
have 3 rounds of a head start.
Yeah, she doesn't know what everyone's doing. So her first thought is, let's, get got,
Yep,
get
scatter.
gone.
Yep, and Vic is going to head back to the church to recoup Barrow.
With Kira's suggestion, Merrick will probably make his way to the guard. Or to Crestacroft, right?
I think so.
Yep.
That's our contact. The guard, anyway.
Head of the guard.
Well, it's a good contact to have.
Mm-hmm.
So deeply biting my tongue right now. Anyway.
Mhm.
So yeah, my character's just heading home basically. So up to you guys what you guys do. Or
All right. So you're heading to the Citadel Volshnik, the guard citadel.
Mhm.
Team Hippogriff is, anyway.
yeah.
All right. Roll me a perception as you near the citadel.
That was Hippogriff hit points. Is the Citadel for the guard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perception.
It is in Grey Maidens.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
All right, then. Just veer into. You don't have your alchemy kit with you, do you?
Been packing my things up when he showed up. Like shortly after.
So do you have
So,
what you
yes.
need to make the cure?
Maybe. It might take a day or two longer, but and of course without Barrow or Gray with us. I don't
I could try to find them, and I just want to get you someplace safe to finish making the cure.
care.
Where do you think would let me see. I think with a I think Merrick would ask, do you think Vic went back to his church?
Seems more likely than not, but I couldn't tell you. His
Yeah,
thought
where are you
process
going,
was-
Vic?
He is. He's going back to the temple. With it being so chaotic there, that's his safest place to scramble to, and that way he can get Barrow into a safe atmosphere.
Perhaps
And
literally.
got a lot of clerics there who could probably, help a little bit.
All right, and you're taking Barrow?
Yes.
All right, you get into the Citadel, or not the Citadel. Let me go back to them, and we'll get back to you.
Okay.
What is Kieran Pels doing?
Seeing that the Citadel is occupied, probably making our way towards the Temple of Abadar.
All right. So you are going to be welcome in, Vic. Barrow, they will escort him to a cleric who can try their best to do whatever if you have the coin. But he's
not a lot.
Well, no, don't touch him. Don't touch him. I'm safe right now, but he's carrying the plague. Let me just take him to my room.
Yes, this will ensure that no further questions are asked.
Don't want to touch him. Stay back. Stay back.
Yes. Take him to your room. We'll check up on you again in some time and see if we can offer any assistance. Roll me a perception check.
Arson's motive.
No perception check.
Okay. Hold on, let me take off all this stuff.
See, I haven't played a ranger before.
I mean, there are urban ranger builds.
Yeah.
You definitely notice that your assistant is not present at the work site today.
What is he doing? I didn't tell him he could leave the office. That's what I do. All right, duly noted. I would, before they left, I would ask, could you send Leopo in? Is he in the temple? Sorry,
No,
Frank.
he's gone out for a stroll. He didn't say what he was. He said he was looking for something, but he didn't say what.
Yep. Then just drop Barrow on my bed and see if he wakes up.
It's gonna be a few hours, mate.
Yeah, it's gonna be 10 hours. So if you're waiting for 10 hours.
And you are a grand total of what? 3 blocks away?
Yep. I mean, you're part of the party. He's gonna stay
Yeah.
with you, make sure no one kills you in your sleep. Does throw water on him, pull his hair, a couple of different things to try and make him wake up, but
Yeah, rub your hands across those burn wounds.
get in there real nice and dirty. Just blistering pestles of plague that are
Around-
popping on your face.
Hour 5, you're gonna get a knock on your door, and it's gonna be one of your comrades saying that the managing director wants to speak to you.
Well, can you stay here with my friend in case he wakes up? Let him know that he's in the Bank of Abadar. He's in a safe place, and I'll return shortly.
Yes, of course. Now would be a good time to switch to the perspective of Merrick and Kier. As you have spent the time sort of figuring out where the hell you're going to go now that you guys kind of lost your last hideout and no longer have the Arconas to fall back on. You approach the outside of the Bank of Abadar.
Actually, that's probably the last place he'd look for us.
Yes, but you notice through the back door that you were let in at the very beginning of the campaign, past the plague victims, a lot of Grey Maidens are being escorted into the building.
Oh no, I meant at the Arcana's place. It's probably the last place he'd look for us. But yes, a lot of Grey Maidens are going in there. He said.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
Flip
Yeah.
back to Vic. Vic, you don't know that.
Yep.
Give
Talking
me
toward the
another
director.
perception check as you walk down the hall to the managing director's office.
Wow, this would be a really good time to re-roll using. Oh, he doesn't have luck. That's my other character. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hero point. Or did you?
I don't think I have one. Hold on, let me check the front page. I have 1 of 1 hero point.
So you can waste it on a perception, or you can just see what happens with the natural one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah.
All right, you get led into the office, and the managing director says, "Hello, Vic. It's been a while since you've been in the office. What have you been up to?"
Avadar has called me in a direction to what I believe is really help save the city and civilization. It's not been pretty, but we have thwarted many, many underground evildoers.
While you are having this conversation with the managing director, you suddenly hear a squeaky voice from below your ankle go, "Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out!" And you look down and you see it's your friendly Oppo's rat friend.
Oh, God. All right, I'm coming. Yells as if he's yelling to someone who called for him through the door, and he bursts through the door to get out.
As you do that, the managing director looks down and sees the rat, and she freaks out. Stereotypical
Lady interact.
sitcom, lady lady interaction. She's gonna hop up on the desk and be ready for it, and he's gonna scuttle out with you. But there are Grey Maidens coming in the door behind you. Tell me, how are you going to escape, Vic Hammerhand?
Well, Vic does have. I guess they won't know. Are they searching rooms?
They're being led through by the Abadarans.
I'm going to, as I run straight towards them, yell, "You'll never take me alive!" As he gets right in front of them, he is going to cast Raven's Flight, become a little tiny raven, fly straight over their heads, and lead them right out of the door back onto the street that they came through. They have no reason to suspect that Barrow is in there.
Except for that you led Abadarans, and there's an Abadar and watching over Barrow right now.
Just let it happen, man.
He's in a different room. The other ones don't know. They're looking for They're looking for Vic. Vic made himself very, very clear as he charged at him, saying, "You'll never catch me alive." And now he's leading them on a chase scene.
At this point, I'm just at peace with it.
What kind of check
Now,
is it
with the
to
great- They might be able to
aggro?
swat me out of the air. I don't know, but
Usually bluff
The
or
bu-
intimidation.
aggro. I love it. Yeah, I'll give them a bluff or intimidate. You pick.
Because they say bluff for distractions, but intimidation scares people, so it's...
Yeah, this seems like a distraction.
All right. So a bluff to get them on my trail. I mean, they are great maidens. How likely are they to not want to have a chase? And Pretty good. Sense motive. We go opposed.
So I want you to walk me through your plan here.
So
Because
I'm just
currently
making
you
it-
are flying around, leaving Barrow inside of the Bank of Abadar.
Yep. So
while you fly
Barrow
away
is
and
in my
Admittedly,
Barrow's in my
aggro them.
bedroom.
Yes.
Barrow's in my bedroom, right? They're coming down a hallway where they have just entered, which is probably nowhere near the bedroom quarters. I come out of the director's office, see them down the hallway. I guess I don't know if they said to stop or halt or anything, but I run straight at them, yelling, "You'll never take me alive," to pique their interest. And then when I turn into the Raven, I'm not flying away from them. I'm flying straight over towards the ceiling, straight down the hallway over their heads, so that they would, I would think, naturally turn around and chase me back the direction they had come.
Yeah, they'll chase you.
All right, because that's only for one round.
When does exhaustion come into play from running? You've done a lot of running today.
No idea.
He was hasted earlier. It made a difference.
Yep. Fly speed of 50 feet with good maneuverability.
All right, where are you taking them?
Take them back out into the street.
Okay.
And then Vic would turn back into himself because it only lasts one round, I think. Let me check this.
So are you outside where Merrick and Kier could see you?
He would be when he turns back into himself. It'd have to be if he could make it up onto there's a second floor or like a rooftop. No, he'd just go onto the street and appear there so that they can definitely see him. One swift action and it lasts only one round. Yeah. So that checks out. So he'd turn back into himself there on the street.
Okay. There are still a lot of Gray Maidens coming after you. You gonna fight them?
So they're
as
chasing.
if I can interject, as would I be able to act as Vic comes out and the Gray Maidens are near behind?
Yeah.
Okay, because I would like to swoop down on the Hippogriff and use his hover ability, which within 20 feet creates a big dust cloud to kind of give him a chance to more effectively escape and just fly into people. For a bit.
I remember that ability.
Okay. So you managed to disorientate the Gray Maidens. What's the next step in your plan?
Vic's gonna yell, "To the house of the girl!"
Merrick just
And,
pinches the bridge of his nose and holds the cloud for a little bit longer for Vic to get a little bit of a lead before deciding he needs to rescue.
Look,
I don't
Rescue
think
Sophia.
he'll watch
just
last
joined
session.
us. They don't know who the girl is.
True, but
I mean, the girl hadn't been in any events with us. I didn't say Luca's
That's true.
house.
that's true.
Yeah, my character
That's
has
true.
not been involved with any of you yet, really.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah,
than the
she
guy
hasn't been
coming
involved
down
in
and
any
fucking
of
up.
That's
shit
true.
going
That's
down.
true.
I
That's
thought
true.
it was clever.
Okay. No,
Well,
that's
Vic thought
fair.
it was clever.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's just the way it came out was funnier than anything.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, leaving Barrow.
Leaving Barrow.
Yeah,
He is
unfortunately,
safe
Merrick.
inside the Temple of Abaddon.
Just let it happen, Michael. I appreciate it, but it feels like the lightning struck me 3 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vic at this point would really truly believe that he is safe inside the Temple of Abadar, being watched by a priest of Abadar in a random bedroom, one of the dozens of random bedrooms in there. They're not going to go toss all the beds.
Except that they
for-
know you brought somebody in, probably
Except-
But do
matching the
they?
description of the person that they actually captured.
That you are the two most visually striking members of the party, and you both showed up in the same place at the
Okay,
House
well,
of
Vic,
Law.
Vic isn't thinking that way. I can only go the way Vic is thinking.
Okay.
No, that's very fair.
So, yep. So he is going to cast invisibility and expeditious retreat and head to the girl's house.
Miracle, give cover long enough for him to make that disappearing act, and then take a winding fly away, and then try to convene at Sophia's house. What time of day is it at this point?
Definitely. So the fight happened probably. It's probably getting pretty late. It's probably 7, 8 o'clock, I imagine. Because I imagine it was already probably 5 or 6 when Alokesh showed up, and then it's been a couple hours since then.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll play fast and loose with it, though.
That's fine.
I would hate to cut it this early, but I really, if this is where we're leaving it, I might have to do some work, guys. Because just saying that Barrow gets killed off screen by Grey Maidens is really lame.
I mean, I'm not even arguing against it. I'm the player of Barrow if that happens, honestly.
So anticlimactic.
Wouldn't
is-
the Bank of Abadars stand up to him? I didn't think the bank
They
would allow them to get
It's
themselves rolled.
lawful, neutral cope. You're wanted.
Yeah, you're technically criminals.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
gone.
If
So
it-
why did they need to go back inside?
because I escaped from jail 4 days ago.
And
And they know who
unmask
he
him,
is.
They know exactly what he looks like.
Yes.
They're
Masked
looking
up.
for a man with giant burn scars on his face.
This is why it's like, as much as I love the character of Barrow and all the Batman stuff, it really is at the point where I, the player, I'm like, no, I'm dead, man. Like, anything as anticlimactic as it is, anything else would feel very contrived. Like, nah, they go in there. I'm literally asleep in a cell surrounded by guards who can just coup de grace and have it be done.
I mean, if anything, at least it gives us our characters emphasis of why we want to kill that guy who just raided his
Yeah.
base. I mean, it may be anticlimactic, but it is a build up to more reasons of why we're doing this. Because
Yeah.
to be fair, Sophia just met Barrow,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden this guy shows up, and he's directly responsible for killing the person she just met. I mean,
Mhm.
it might help cement her as be like, oh hey, maybe shit's going on more than I just thought of being like
Mhm.
a child thinking, ooh, vigilante justice.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got a bunch of cool scenes at the end of the last dungeon with me jumping off the statue and smashing into things, and the whole goodbye thing with Luca where I'm just on the ground being like, yeah, I think I'm gonna die soon, man. Oh yeah, add unconscious, surrounded by guards with a plague that's gonna kill me in 2 days.
Yeah.
Plus full item dump twice, and
Twice.
you just lost your magic base.
And my secret
Like-
identity.
Like the secret base that your class is built around just went to.
Yeah, I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. I want to emphasize that. Like, I have no problems with what's happening. I'm just
I
saying.
it literally is how the dice turned against you.
Yeah.
Like you said, lightning struck 3 times. You know.
Yeah. I think this is swan song for me, mate.
So Ranger,
Maybe. You might need
Let's
someone on
be
the front
clear.
line.
The dice did not turn against Gombo. The cope turned against Gombo by dragging his unconscious body to a building and then making no attempt to rescue him.
Can I just say something out of character since I've been biting my tongue throughout this entire thing?
Mhm.
Why did no one go to the vigilante guy that we know that
I
has
was-
eaten
I was
someone
thinking
from the
the same
fudge
thing.
before?
Fair.
Oh
He
yeah, he
literally-
definitely doesn't have a hideout that you guys
I
could go
have
to.
no idea where he lives.
I was honestly waiting for them to arrive at Sophia's and be like, "Why'd you come here? Why not go to the one guy you talked about being a
He
vigilante
told
too?"
you where he.
He
He told you where he
literally
lives.
showed us the secret room where he kept the painter lady from these same people.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I was waiting for you guys to arrive to her house after you said you were going to meet her up with her, being like, "Why the fuck didn't you go here?"
I have been vibrating on the other side of the spectrum.
Honestly,
No, I'm right there with you, Gombo.
feel
I
like-
couldn't say anything because I wasn't there.
I'll take the temperature of the room then, I guess, because I know Gamba has another character lined up, but I haven't really looked at it. You're not gonna Barrow's they're not definitely not gonna kill Barrow right away, but he's definitely not gonna be in the story because he's gonna be locked away in a place you guys aren't gonna be able to get into for a lot of levels.
Probably
So
questioning him.
he's
and
probably going to
everything,
die
too.
from the plague by that point.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to take a 30-minute break and look at his character?
I mean, it probably will take more than that to write him into the story. I imagine.
Yeah. I'm kind of.
Well, it depends if I have to go with my one idea or if I have to come up with something new. Like, I don't mind just listening to you guys for the next couple hours if there's something that you can do without a fifth person. I don't mind that. Because my original backup idea was a wizard, but then we'd be very caster heavy, so I don't know if we want to keep doing that or not.
I mean, I imagine the next little bit's probably going to be a fair amount of role play as we just kind of unwind from
exactly.
just everything.
Yeah. So I don't mind. It's what Michael wants to do because like you can set me up with a new character sheet on Roll20 and I can be clicking the clacking away while we're listening. I mean, I listen to podcasts and stuff while I do this stuff anyway. So whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Do we all?
I mean, we can just keep going, and we get to a point where
Yeah.
it's going to be
Yeah.
a good idea,
yeah.
a good time to introduce a new character.
Yeah.
We can pause there. if we
Yeah.
wanna do
Yeah.
that.
Or
Or maybe we can at least get through to like the inevitable point where we're going to have to hide out at the other vigilante's place,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
maybe by then we could be like, oh, he knows a guy that knows a guy that might know somebody that could help us.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking was let's go ahead and meet up at the girl's house. Let's figure out how we're going to get back to the gnome.
I mean, do you
Yeah,
want
no,
to take like a 30-minute break, Michael, where we're all still in call just to like go
I
over
wouldn't mind a
notes
bio.
and yeah, probably a bio if nothing else. It feels like a good time for that. But just
Yeah. Sure.
because I've heard of people do that when they have like 8-hour sessions. They have a 30-minute every 2 hours or something like that. So
God, 8-hour sessions I think would kill me. Like I love playing D&D, but 8 hours in one sitting seems like a lot.
it depends what you do. How we do it here, sitting around on like Skype and stuff, it would seem like a lot. But a lot of people, what they do is they get together on a Saturday and they make it just
Yeah.
an event for the day.
Yeah. No,
Well, we
that
used
makes
to-
more sense than
we
like
used
in
to
a
start
call.
on like Friday
Yeah,
night.
exactly.
We'd start on Friday at like
Mhm.
5:30 or 6 after everybody's practices and events were over.
Mhm.
And we'd order a pizza and we would just start at 6 and we would go all night long to like 2 or 3
Yeah,
in the morning.
that I could understand that being more fun than. But
Yeah,
like,
Yeah. And then
especially
we
'cause
get
you
up
can do
on
a lot of stuff
Saturday,
more often,
eat,
stuff.
and play
Mhm.
all day Saturday. But we'd also like we'd have huge breaks in the middle. Like somebody be rolling a character or working on something. Somebody be working on something else. Like there were a lot of natural breaks in there.
Yeah, I did realize that like when we do eventually get to my homebrew one that I'm gonna do eventually,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a lot of theater of the mind rather than having and like stage settings on Roll20 of like you see a
Yeah.
picture of what I'm describing and stuff,
Mhm.
and then less like navigation maps rather than more like I'll have an idea of how the map's laid out and I'll try my best to explain
Mhm.
everything, and we can like put notes on like the Roll20 page if you guys need to and stuff. But I noticed that like in persons, like not in person, online game things,
Yeah.
making battle maps slows me down so bad.
Yeah,
Or,
I
like,
have the
exploration maps.
same issue, but it's mostly my own perfectionism.
You know,
like,
I
I know
just thought
I know you guys are fine with it. It's me that has the problem.
Yeah.
when we all get together back at Sophia's house, somebody else could ask what I did with Barrow, and we could attempt a
I think the
Ring
stage
of
is
him.
set there. I don't think we're going to be able to siege
Okay.
the church.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say while the Grey Maidens moved him from the church to whatever prison, we could try.
I
and
imagine they're
break
going to
him
be
free,
more
but-
secure this time since it happened last time.
And
Yeah.
I think the
purely
ship is-
out of character, a repeat of the same plot point from last session somehow feels worse than just getting killed off screen.
Yeah.
Definitely don't just want to have it be the same thing as last time.
Yeah, because out of character, it does start reaching the point where
Listen,
it's like,
you've seen my anticlimactic deaths in campaigns.
I mean, I don't doubt that I could come up with a cool way to have Barrows survive.
Mm.
But it would just, we would not be able to continue the session because I would need to think about it a lot.
yeah.
And with him on death's doorstep with the
Mm.
ability damage
plague,
that's going to
yeah.
keep increasing, and the plague. Because remember, we were thwarting the ability increases by casting resist or something on him.
Yeah.
restoration.
You know, I thought you
Restoration.
might go to the were-rats. Still haven't checked back up on them.
I
Never
thought about
thought you were
saying,
going
"Let's
to
go
the bank.
were-rats, but really didn't want y'all to find out he was a were-rat.
Well, this was a much better alternative.
Bank let me down.
So the real question is for you guys: should I go with what my original backup idea was before Richard's character died, or should I try to formulate something a little bit more
I mean, what was
martial?
you were doing a conjuration wizard?
I could easily pivot that to an evocation wizard because that was also
I would
an
say
idea.
I'm not really against wizard, but having a second conjuration focused character might be a little much, especially.
Yeah, no, not conjuration. I was gonna pivot to evocation and do a bunch of screwy elemental stuff.
I mean,
I'll give you a
I
character
still
sheet.
have frontline
Oh,
character set up, so
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
I can still keep summoning Luca and my summonings. Like you saw my Hound Archon, like it can't
Yeah.
hit all the time, but it can like hold the line with its DR and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I would go with whatever you want to play, Gumbo, because
And then we have Vic as
we're all
Fiend Leader
pretty
as well. So it's
adaptable.
not like
Yeah. All right. So I'll get away because I was noting something down on paper. Is it just being a slow loader, or is this an NPC sheet that you just gave me, Michael?
are you just going straight wizard by the way, Gumbo, or are you doing a
Yeah.
different? Okay.
Straight wizard. None of the archetypes particularly tickled.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were doing like Arcanist or something like that. So
Nah, I wanted to try a straight wizard.
gotcha.
It's a player sheet now.
Thank you.
I'm kind of curious what arcane or archetypes there are for wizards.
There, except for Chronomancer, which I picked for Zudor, and I do love Zudor, but I don't think this is the campaign for him. I am deeply looking forward to when Pathfinder or Starfinder Second Edition comes out because it shares rules with Pathfinder Second Edition, which means that Zudor can be in all the game. Same character sheet, just swap between them.
Yeah, this it would be weird to fit him in, considering this is one of the few cities in Pathfinder that doesn't have a Pathfinder society
Yeah, I mean,
because
he's
of the city's laws against guilds.
By the way, it's probably not what you're looking for, Gombo, but I really like that archetype for wizard sword binder, where you can literally just throw your sword at people and it comes
Yeah.
back to you.
Yeah, there's a few good ones, but I think I'm just gonna go straight.
The city disallows all guilds except for their Thieves Guild, which is called the Cerulean Society. So no Pathfinders allowed. But if you want to steal stuff and be allowed to get away with it,
That's right. Eobard. Human wizard. A lawful evil human wizard.
Oh, there's also a couple other specialized schools other than evocation too.
Yeah, but some of them.
Mixture looks kind of weird.
Well, yeah, that's what I am doing. I'm doing a mixture because you can
Okay.
transfer elements and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. I like the description of like ice storm that deals fire damage. Firestorm.
Firestorm that deals thunder damage.
Acid
Thunderstorm.
storm.
that deals acid.
Rock concert.
Rock concert that deals rock damage.
I'm back.
Straight into the church. I'm
Howdy.
gonna be laughing about that for a while.
Straight to the church.
It goes to show his faith.
Yep. Let's see. I need to get the point by calculator up here.
And we withheld a entire looting riot. There's no way any enemies are getting in. Knock.
We're doing 20 point buy, right?
Yes.
All right.
Its character creation rules should still be up.
Yeah. I was just asking for the collects. So let's see here.
Forgot I could summon something called a void worm.
Void.
Ooh.
Its whole use is to slap something with its tail and cause them to be confused.
Is this some kind of innuendo?
Maybe. I was just looking at the stuff I can summon with the summon neutral monster feat, and it's like one of the most useless ones of the summon monster 3.
Yeah, it's the bottom tier of proteins. Proteans or whatever the chaotic.
I like proteins just because I just think now I just want to make a gym junkie character that just summons proteins.
A barbarian that walks the path of the swole.
Yo, protein.
Eric that goes to the Iron Gym.
Yo,
Or the Iron Church.
protein.
Remember that fan subrace of Kobold, the Swolebald?
Yep. Never forget the swole ball. Alright.
And then Richard had a Swobold in his campaign.
Always surprised how few skills wizards have.
It's because they get so much from their intelligence.
Yeah, and I know it says knowledge all, so but still surprising. Oh, I was talking proficiencies, not just number of skill points.
Yeah.
Sticks proficiency.
Because they spend all their time studying the books.